And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today we have a review for Spirit Halloween the movie. You can catch Spirit Halloween on demand through Vudu. I know Amazon carries it. A few other places. I managed to pick up a copy from a print-on-demand company. And this is what it looks like here. The slipcover I made. And yeah, this was a movie that I was really looking forward to watching. I love Spirit Halloweens. I frequent them all through the the spooky season. As soon as they open, I've been to Spirit Halloween about 3 times so far this year, and I buy from them all year long. So I'm a big fan of Spirit Halloween the store, and so when I heard that Spirit Halloween the movie was coming out, I was pretty excited. Now this is a kids Halloween movie. This is this is aimed at the young kids. It's nothing too crazy. It's definitely not a Terrifier 2 kind of experience. This is super tame. Think along the lines of like the Goosebump movies, or Nickelodeon put out the Are You Afraid of the Dark kind of shows and things. It's pretty much on that level. It's basically about these 3 kids who are at that weird age where, you're too young to get to go to any of the cool Halloween parties, but you're too old to really go trick-or-treating anymore. So they kind of dare each other to spend the night in a Spirit Halloween. They'll pop up around, and this one's popped up in the middle of an abandoned strip mall. And the problem with this one is it's actually got an evil spirit in it that's played by Christopher Lloyd. You have Christopher Lloyd in this movie, and Rachel Lee Cook. She plays one of the kids' moms. Everyone else you kind of don't know who they are. Those are the only 2 well-known actors. But Christopher Lloyd's in it for a little bit, but he does the voiceover stuff, as a spirit, as it jumps from animatronic to animatronic, as the kids, have to survive the night. They're locked in, and they got to figure out what's going on, how to stop it, and keep from getting possessed themselves. Now, this was a pretty good idea for a movie, I thought. The only big drawback on this one is probably that the budget was a little bit on the small side. It kind of reminded me of a movie that came out last year, Black Friday. That was another movie that had a great premise, but due to the small budget of the movie, just couldn't pull off some of the special effects that it needed to really make it a good, real solid movie. Because even though the spirit would jump into these animatronics, they didn't really do much. They kind of just stood there, or they did their thing a little bit, and you didn't get a whole lot of action with the animatronics. I didn't feel. I feel like they probably wrote a bunch in and just weren't able to pull them off. So that was a big drawback for me. One of the best animatronics in the store appears in this movie, and that's that real big guy that's got like a hammer fist, and then the other hand is like a big saw blade. And whenever they showed him getting possessed in the movie, I mean, I was like, all right, this is going to be good. I'm ready, for some cool stuff to happen. And then it doesn't. The spirit jumps out of him, goes into another one, and he didn't get much time on screen, and that was kind of disappointing. There is one of the boy's sister pops in, and she's a little bit older, and she's like one of the main characters. Got a big crush on her, and she pops into the store to, tracking down the boys, see where they're at, and so she ends up in there with them, and it was a fun movie. It was definitely fun. A one-time watch though. There wasn't enough good action in it to keep you coming back. I didn't feel. But if you are a big fan of Spirit Halloweens, you're going to enjoy, seeing the inside of the store, seeing the animatronics, that sort of thing. That did make it kind of a fun watch. And I'm sure if you got kids, they'll probably enjoy this one. This one's not going to give them nightmares. It was pretty tame, but still kind of a fun movie for Halloween. Especially if you're just tired of watching Hocus Pocus so many times, or some of the standards. At least it's something new to check out. So yeah, you can grab this one on on pay-per-view, video on demand, whatever service you use. I'm sure it'll be available. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, but probably just a one-time watch. Possibly once a year if you really dig it. I don't know. But well, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you are unsubscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. And as always, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies, and I'll see you on the next one.